All right, so Kenny and I are going to do a bit of a retail walkthrough. We shot a lot of pictures and videos in Mexico,
Actually, we shot a lot.
Mexican retail. For two retail guys, we actually went to a lot of retail stores.
Were any of these, some of these the ones I shot, or are these all
Yeah,
yours?
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're both
Okay.
actually. They're a combination. And then Kenny and I went through it. The easiest way to shoot was with our glasses on.
Glasses on.
So you're about to get video of
Meta glasses, not just normal
meta glass
glasses.
pictures, pictures and combination videos. We wanted to show you there's actually a lot of retail to see, so we picked the most common elements. So we picked two premium banner formats, and then we picked a drugstore format and also two
Right.
department
With
stores
City
to see.
Market from La Comer. Mm-hmm. We went to
And then
Chaudraui,
Chaudraui Selecto.
Chaudraui Selecto,
Yeah. And then we went to Palacio de Hierro, which is a
which is like a
department
department
store.
store, and Liverpool, which is
And
the other
Liverpool,
department
which
store.
is the other department
On
store.
the little pharmacy where I had to get
And
my
then the
meds.
Pharmacia de Ahorra
Right.
is the other
Which
one.
I thought that was really cool too.
Yeah.
That was actually a cool play.
We really like that
That
one.
one, there's something
Yeah.
about that one. And that's got like 2,000 stores apparently.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a lot. It's a lot. So we picked what we could. Just keep in mind that Mexico is like 135 million people. Mexico City is like 35, 37
Whatever, 30 million people,
million,
that
whatever.
one is. There's a lot of
It's
people.
basically all of Canada in like 100 square kilometers.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's get into this. So this first section is City Market by La Comer. We tried to kind of shoot to give you the feel of what the whole store looked like.
If you're in the West, this is Loblaw City Market, a large Fresh Street Market. If you're in the East, I'm assuming this is
Loblaws.
This is Loblaws
Yeah,
downtown, like
correct.
at the Maple Leaf
Yeah, yeah,
Gardens.
or West Mall if you're in Etobicoke has a really similar feel. You'll notice the wood floors and the kind of dark interiors and to kind of make it feel more homey.
It's 100%, and it's I don't know who stole from who, because it's the look is very similar in both. So you can tell this world's small and people
Yeah.
travel.
Yeah.
But the concept of the store is really nice. It's quite clean.
Yeah.
It's merchandised fairly well. I think where you and I struggled a little bit was product selection is interesting
Yeah. Yeah. So
relative to what I thought this was.
assortment selection. So meaning the kinds of SKUs they have in store was
Yeah.
interesting. And then also just like you'll notice in some of the shots that they're floor to ceiling on inventory
different,
in some
and
of the
and I
places,
don't-
which is
yeah.
a little bit weird.
But it depends on what they were trying to do. I think the stories we kept hearing is that in these stores, because these are in areas of town where there's probably a little bit more money, people do travel, and people get out of Mexico. No different than any place where you start to travel, you see the different world. Where they wanted to see the brands, sort of whatever they define as iconic in other countries. The funny part, I think, for you and I, some of the brands they chose are big brands, but they don't fit.
Correct.
This
yeah.
this is
They're
could be
not
such
premium.
a cool, no,
Yeah.
and this is a premium store, premium feeling and looking.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get the merchandise. You're thinking, okay.
This is just a regular run of the mill.
It's just a really nice save
know,
on, which
like,
is nothing wrong with
you-
save on.
you
Not
know,
picking on save
yeah,
on,
yeah.
but or not picking on
Yeah.
Loblaws. But this isn't
Yeah.
like the stuff I would have that I'd think
like a Whole Foods, or a
right.
or a Pusateri's Fine Foods,
Yeah,
or
those
Summerhill.
kind of peoples, or
Yeah,
or like
correct.
a Fresh Street who does
Correct,
different
correct.
things.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
pretty.
Yeah,
It's nicely
Pedestrian.
done, but it's pretty pedestrian.
Yeah.
It really is.
yeah. What you'll notice in these shots as
Oh,
well.
look at that.
is
That's 10 feet up.
Yeah, it's 10 feet up.
And I don't know
Yeah.
if it's boxes or just
No. There's bottles, there's boxes.
Yeah.
You'll see wine. So they do quite premium things. So they've got a wine section.
It's
They've,
again,
you know,
they do lots of parts really
yeah,
well.
yeah.
Lots of parts really well.
Yeah,
It's
they've,
just sometimes
they've
the
got an
selection, I
eating
think.
section, so you'll see, places where people actually sit and eat, which is really amazing. So it's quite experiential in a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways.
But surprising how
Pedestrian.
pedestrian the products are.
I mean, that what we're looking at here, that was sort of
superfoods?
the nutritional
Correct.
superfood set.
Yeah.
That's it, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, not to say that necessarily if I went to Superstore or a Loblaws in here that I'd find more, but I know I'd find more.
Yeah. Correct.
Right? And the stuff
Yeah.
that's in here, if you label read, thinking, oh, okay. No, I mean, I guess it's better than not.
Yep. Yep.
But I think it took
Yeah.
us, like, for example, stupid little things. It took us like 3 places
Yeah.
to find just a natural, like a peanut butter,
Yep. Correct.
not a Jiffy or a Skip,
Yeah.
you
But
know,
a
with
natural, all
oils and all
natural
the other
peanut butter.
crap in it,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
just peanut butter.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it sounds so stupid, right?
Yep.
We sound so first world, for
We,
lack
we
of a better.
definitely sound first world,
It's
but it's
stupid, right?
true though,
But
for
it is
sure.
true.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
you look, what was that's the
You know,
bottle
to
set.
call out a set like so you'll see Kenny and I spent some time in the jam set because
Jesus
we didn't understand the jam set at
Bon
all.
Maman
Yeah.
and Sandelfort are premium jams.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm thinking, okay, guys, I mean, it's not that they're bad jams,
Yeah.
but really,
Yeah.
I don't know if that would you call it premium?
Yeah.
Quite there yet.
Okay, so let's keep going.
Bottom line, well done though. I mean, it's a nice store.
It's a beautiful store. So Selecto Chaudraui, this is their high-end. Chaudraui is a big retailer in Mexico, but their stores are a little bit. Selecto is their premium, very much like a city market.
Yeah, it's nice.
These are some ends. I thought, these are big brands, but I like the ends. I
thought
they
the store looked good.
I thought the retail theater was good.
I thought the
right?
store looked
Like,
fine.
yeah,
It was well
yeah,
done. Again, nothing.
Yeah.
In terms of product selection, it was all kind of bad.
Yeah, sorry, slightly blurry, but
looks good.
fresh product kind of merged out. So they had chicken laid out on ice, which is surprising.
When DiCecco makes it as the premium pasta.
Yeah,
okay.
pasta. And then
And
you
not
can see
DiCecco's,
big
but
brands
it's good
really
pasta.
kind of own these sections. Like
Yeah.
these shots are of Coke, kind of dominant in these sets. Signage is dominant, but even these guys have merchandising and places for people to sit and eat and entertain themselves, right? So
Lots
that's a
of
cafe.
cheese. I didn't think there's that much cheese
Yeah.
down there. I was impressed.
This is Palacio de Hierro. I think
store.
it's a department store, very high end. It's a you can see the interior here. And then what was the watch brand that you
A
said
nice
was
little
amazing?
IWC store there, which was
Yeah,
really nice.
yeah.
Really nice.
You can see the tequila here is all high end stuff, kind of a high end shopping experience,
And then not.
and then not, right? Like so, kind of weird. Again, same thing, right?
It's
kind
the
of
same
like
comments back to this bar.
Yeah.
Oh my God, look at this!
Yeah.
$400,
Yeah.
Scotch and la da da, and all these
Yeah.
nice brands, really nice tequilas. Oh, Walkers.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with Walkers, but Walkers.
a weird, yeah.
You know,
And then-
Ghirardelli. Okay, sure,
Yeah.
whatever. Lint.
But super beautiful. Like look at
Oh,
the way
lovely
this is
store.
laid out. Like
We had the churros there, remember?
Yeah, the churros are
those were good,
amazing.
man.
Yeah, the
Those were
churros were
good.
amazing. So here, this like just the marble, the everything, and
Malls,
then
baby.
and
They love
then
department store
They
type
really
of things.
love it.
They love it.
They really love it. And then all of this coming up here is food. So all of these are food stands. So this is where Kenny and I got churros,
Churros
and
were
then
so
you can
good.
see Bon Maman, like a full shelf,
Maman Sandelfort.
full end. Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Again,
Yeah.
And we're not saying they're terrible brands,
No.
but I mean, I didn't
No,
scream.
listen,
premium
good
to
on
me.
them because they have the distribution.
Listen, do your thing, man.
But there are some other.
That was an
really,
okay tea set.
Yeah,
There,
it was
it's
okay.
okay, yeah.
And then here you'll see like they've got high end chocolate here.
And then they don't.
And then they don't.
And that was the thing. Oh,
Everything is funny
oh, there's
like
a
that.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a Honda.
Yeah.
Nothing
yeah.
wrong with Hondas.
Yeah. Yeah. So just really, kind of the emphasis on high end and kind of fancy and
I think it was more about. It was
experiential.
sort of that fancy sort
Yeah.
of feel. Is that everything was sort of blown up to the nth.
Yeah.
And again, I think and this is because I think we're just spoiled rotten as North Americans. Is you walk through it and you're thinking, okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
true.
a little much. You didn't
It's
have
true.
to do that. That's not that impressive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
again, not to pick on people,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't know. The store itself was really pretty, wasn't it?
It was really pretty. And then so Kenny and I were impressed to go back a second time.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to make sure we filmed this properly and capture it properly. So you're getting. It's almost weird that for food brands we've shot more of a department store than we have of grocery stores.
But that's where they shop.
But this is where they shop. So that's
well,
why
this is
it's
Mexico
so
City
important
too, by
for
the way.
you to.
This
to
isn't like
see
downtown Puerto Vallarta
this.
or Manzanillo. This is downtown Mexico City. This is a big city. This was a very cosmopolitan sort of area.
And then what you'll see is like, some of these shots here
Hello,
of
restaurant that
the
we're walking
eating
into is really
areas,
nice.
they're beautiful. And then all times of the day it was busy. Like there
was
wasn't
people all over the place.
Yeah, there were people hanging out, eating, and the food is quite high end. All of the food stalls here are not, kind of our food court sort of food. They are,
No,
kind of premium foods that,
we're getting premium
know,
looking anyway.
yeah, premium looking.
never stopped
We
to try.
didn't stop to try. We ate quite well, so
We ate
I think
well wherever we went.
I think we were pretty full when we went.
You and I don't eat fancy.
Okay, so the next video coming up here is Liverpool.
Another department store.
Another department store, right? So this one slightly lower end from
I kind
Palacio
of like
de
this one
Hierro.
though.
So a little bit more pedestrian,
Made
but
more
also
sense though. It fit better.
Yeah, it fit better. Like I would say this felt like I'm really dating myself, but like the basement
Bay
department
downtown.
store, like the Bay downtown or Eaton's.
Yeah, Old Eaton Center. If you're in
Or
Vancouver,
Simpsons, like these sort of.
if you're in
yeah.
Vancouver, this was downstairs at the Bay.
Or if you know the UK, Marks and Spencer.
Same thing, exactly.
Yeah.
But I like this one because it felt they had some nice stuff in there.
Yeah.
It was merchandised.
Beautifully.
It made more sense
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Because it didn't have extravagant things and then like
Yeah.
a Nestle
Yeah.
bar.
Yeah.
It made a little bit more
Yeah.
sense. Like even the pasta set was
Yeah.
again, it's the same pasta, but it was just felt different.
Yeah.
I like the store.
I liked it. I
I
liked
think
it a lot.
Canadian brands could
Yeah.
do well here. I really
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. And again, right? Like so Liverpool, that's me checking the time because I was surprised at what time it was and how busy it was. So kind of like this set, you can see the cuts, you can
The
see
cuts of meat and the cheese
drinks and everything
no,
like
it
that.
was good.
But
This one had the big cafeteria in it too, remember?
that's right. Yeah, this one had the cafeteria in it,
There you
and
see
it
it to
had a
the right
huge
there.
wine set.
Oh yeah.
So again, just
This is where we finally found peanut butter.
yes, actually.
Okay, not that we were hunting for peanut butter.
Yeah,
I know it's a
no,
little-
no,
seems
but
a
it
little
just
obsessive.
surprised us that the lack of availability.
Lack of
actually.
availability of just clean
Yeah,
decks.
yeah, and then you can see some great coffees in there.
Yeah.
and then
Some of it's
and
actually
then
okay,
not,
and then
you know,
then no.
and then not, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, surprising.
You get high end. Oh, Lavazza.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
that's
then
nice.
and then not. Yeah,
Not that there's anything wrong with Lavazza.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but we liked it.
I like
So
this
so I
store.
think one of the takeaways for us that you guys should be looking at is when you go to Mexico, you start looking around. Do not discount department stores is going to be a blind spot because we don't have
We
them
don't have them
anymore,
anymore.
and we're so used to
Yeah.
maybe either ignoring the Bay or
Well, it's gone.
kind
So
of
clearly
laughing
we
at
all
it.
we ignored
but when
it.
but when we started, it was
Yeah.
it was around and we ignored it anyway,
Yeah,
right?
that's my point. So
yeah.
we let it go.
Yeah.
But this is definitely where they shop. The other thing you got to
Yeah.
watch when you go down here because I doubt we did footage on this, but the WalMarts that they have some of the smaller size ones in town.
You're right.
And
We
they're not
didn't-
huge. They're maybe 15,000 square feet. I don't even know if
Yeah.
they were that big. 10 to 15,000 square feet.
But the Express was really great.
The Express, but you know what?
Yeah,
That was
it was
okay.
a really great shop.
That was okay.
Yeah, it was a really
That
great
was
shop.
no
little
better, no worse than any
Yeah.
small Safeway, Save
Yeah.
On, Loblaws, IGA. It was just a nice, easy way to shop in a very metropolitan area.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mind those ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
But definitely as Canadians, if you're going to go down there, you've got to wrap your head around this notion of department stores.
Okay, so the last footage here.
We had to go here.
So is sorry, let me just make sure I get that shot down. Is there's a place called Pharmacia Ahorra.
Which we
and
heard
I'm-
about.
We did. My
And we weren't
brother-in-law
gonna go.
told us about it, and then
But
we
then
didn't. We didn't go.
I got sick, so I needed to get meds. So while I'm getting my prescription, Phil's filming. Which leads to the question: who was taking care of Venucci? But that doesn't. Apparently, that doesn't really matter.
As long as Amelia's not listening to this,
Yeah,
it's
whatever.
fine. But Pharmacia del Aurora, they are little stores. So this shot you can see is it actually? There's no more than this.
It was
it is a very
traditional
little store.
dispensary
Correct.
years ago, and
Yeah.
what they claimed to fame, from what I remember them telling us, is these were all the generics.
Yes.
But I
Yeah.
think as they've learned is that that's great, but you can prescribe only so many or dispense so many things.
Yep.
Then what they started doing, it looks like they started putting some shelving in. So pretend it's a 7-Eleven, but for a drugstore.
Yep.
But small. But some of the selection of product in here I thought was actually really good.
Quite good.
Now, and then I started thinking, okay, other brands. Like there
Yeah.
are so many brands that we've
Yeah.
talked to or that we deal with that I think could go down.
Yeah.
here. I really do. I think these might be, and there's 2,000 of these. They said between
There's a lot,
between
2,200 or
Monterey, Guadalajara. This
something
was
silly like
Guadalajara.
that. So you can see like they're quite sparse with how
Well,
many
it's
things they put on
small. It's
shelf.
small.
They're little shelves, but there is room for more product and for better
And a little
products.
bit better for you. A little
Yeah,
health. So a lot of stuff we do. This is good. This would be okay for clean
yeah,
decks.
yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, it was cool.
that's the snapshot of what we've got. Hopefully this is helpful. I guess reach out if you have other questions. We saw a lot of banners, but you can see in 15 minutes it was hard to show you more than this. We honestly could go on for hours
No,
and
we got
hours and
so
hours
much
and hours
footage.
because there's so many different retail outlets and
Yeah.
different configs. But I guess the point is to open your eyes to what retail really looks like down
Yeah.
there, and then what we could do with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.